And angry shareholders called the troubled Fletcher building a disaster company after it slashed its profit forecast because of the $160 million hit it took in the building and interiors section. The company's shares dropped 5.3% when the news was revealed. It had already clocked up losses of $292 million in its building and interiors business the previous year. In a moment, we'll hear from our business reporter, Nona Peltier, who's beside me here in the Auckland studio. But first, Nita Blake-Person, who was also at the company's AGM today.
More than 200 shareholders turned up to the meeting at Auckland Museum, with angry protesters waiting to meet them outside. The 40 or so picketers included a group protesting Fletcher's development of a housing area near Auckland Airport, as well as employees who want better pay and working conditions.
The workers of Aotearoa, New Zealand, are tired of not having enough money to pay their bills.
It was standing room only inside, with one shareholder saying he was glad he only had a few shares in Fletcher Building, describing it as a disaster company. The high-profile founder of the Shareholders Association, Bruce Shepherd, donned a priest's outfit for the meeting, saying the occasion felt like a church service, and he offered his services to shareholders and the board.
Who wants absolution? Who wants exorcism? Who doesn't give a shit? Now, I must tell you, if you don't give a shit is what you'll get.
The chairman, Sir Ralph Norris, responded by saying the board was focused and that the sins and omissions of the past would not happen again. He's also revealed the board of directors are taking a 20% pay cut immediately.
The issues with the company's performance have impacted our shareholders' investments. Accordingly, the board has resolved to reduce all directors' fees by 20% for the next 12 months with immediate effect.
That news has been welcomed by some shareholders who say the board is making the right moves to get the company back on track.
I've had shares for a long time and I'm hoping that they were going to continue the same way. Well, not the same way, the better way.
I felt the board did a very good job in saying the buck stopped there and taking a voluntary 20% cut, so I'm very happy with how the board have managed it.
But others are less complimentary, including this stakeholder who says he has no faith in the board.
Not in the board, I don't know. None of them, I wouldn't. No, I'd like to see them all gone.
Matthew Oates, a Fletcher's shareholder and truck driver for one of Fletcher's Waikato businesses, is also unimpressed.
No, not at all. We're on $18 an hour, and I'll swap what they've got now after their pay cut for what I've got. Yeah, happy with that.
The issues raised by the protesters at the gate made their way into the meeting, with a group opposed to one of Fletcher's developments at Ihumatao near Auckland Airport, raising several issues about the project, which they say is happening on sacred land. Sir Ralph rejects the claims, repeating that the project has been set down for land that was privately owned for the last 150 years, eventually shutting the protesters down.
Are our profits worth more than people? I say to you, no, as a shareholder.
Look, I think we've given enough of this. I declare the meeting closed.
And I ask and put a motion from the floor that Fletcher's building...
A new Fletcher Building chief executive has also been announced. Ross Taylor is due to start the role on November 22nd. Mō te hōtaka o te ahi, ko Nita Blake-Person aho.